You mentioned something about defining scope, and one of the things we've seen a lot in construction is scope creep, where you start on one project, then all of a sudden it's a different project. Do you see that a lot, and how do you manage that?
Yeah, that's really common. I mean, for sure, this is going to happen. And the thing is how you mitigate that and how you foresee that is going to happen. I think that the experience give you that capability, and the importance to be a program manager is that you have the value or the ownership to always have the big picture of the project. And when the big picture, I mean that goal, the main goal of the project, you always have to have it clear, and then you can translate to your team and cascade it to the different areas. But you, as a program manager, has to have that goal clear. So when you are dealing with really technical complex transfers, it is really common to have this scope creep because technical issues, of course, will direct some slips on the schedules, on the budgets, and of course on the scope. But if you have that goal clear, you can mitigate that scope creep from different stakeholders and just do the stop and fix that is required and keep moving forward with the project.
Yeah, so I guess there's always sort of the fine line, and it may be more of an art than a science when somebody wants to change a drawing on a particular tool or piece of equipment that really doesn't affect anything. It's like, okay, no big deal. But if they want to change something like design of the project, which requires different equipment, and you're halfway through the project, that's more significant and that requires more resources. So how do you balance that? Where I assume uh, it's pretty common to have in contracts, like if there's a significant change, then that results in additional costs. So is that the case? And how do you balance those decisions?
I think that's related to my previous answer. When it's necessary to make those decisions, we need to evaluate the different scenarios and translate in this case to finance, right? To the budget, to the capital expense and the non-reverse expense of the project, and understanding what will be the impact. And also, a really important point to take in consideration in this industry is if you're gonna make some change in the scope, how that change will impact the regulatory side of the deliveries, right? Because this is the key. This is key in this industry, right? You always have to take in consideration this regulatory side. So again, just making the scenarios, thinking, and all the areas that are going to be impacted, how are going to be impacted, and then sometimes actually just provide guidance and provide the recommendation to the decision makers so they can make it quicker and efficient for the team.